Well, Mr. Chairman, I want to weigh in on that particular point before I start my question. I definitely believe the FCC should have a commission level if they are going to take action. I'm not making a statement as to whether they have that power or not. I'm simply saying if they do, it should be at a commission level. And I think that Chairman Carr has practically prejudiced himself in an information process that's supposed to be independent if he's already made a decision. So I don't like that. I don't like that. But let's start with something maybe we can agree on. Do the witnesses think that right now, I mean, because I look at these viewpoints, I'm kind of, last week I was where Mr. Waldman was. I was like, on this hand, on that hand, and what is it we really want to provide? And so, you know, I'm for elevating this larger context that big tech just has too much power. But I don't know. Do they have too much power in this marketplace, Mr. Ruddy?
Well, I think that consolidated big tech is a danger to the public interest. I think there should be more competition in big tech across the board. And there
I just meant as it relates to now preserving local journalism and how much of the business model. I mean, I think here you have a cord-cutting problem. Mr. Leggett basically has a big moneymaker for himself right now, which I'm for. I am for broadcast sports. Not because the Seahawks won. I'm for broadcast sports because I do not want my consuming public to have to pay to see content they can just watch advertising to see. I want it to be cheaper. So I'm for not allowing these people to put so much content behind a paywall and making consumers pay out the nose for it. So, but anyway, so I just, on this point, do we need to do something here so that we have more level playing field? Are they the bigger issue here?
No, I think that local news is almost entirely by broadcast TV. Big tech creates almost no original local news.
But Mr. Leggett,
so we need to protect the diversity and competition in that field.
Mr. Leggett is telling you this is his moneymaker right now. And he's getting eaten alive on this because of what's happening, because of the digital advertising revenue.
They haven't made the case, I'm sorry to say, Senator, they have not made the case that big tech has hurt their businesses. Their businesses have grown 500% in the past decade. How do you explain that? That's all during the big tech period.
Believe it or not, I'm going to agree with you in a minute. But on this point, I don't, okay? Yeah. And so I think the point is, okay, does anybody else want to comment on this quickly? Because I have another question.
Look, big tech has entirely undermined the advertising model for local broadcasting.
Okay, Mr. Johnson.
I think by eliminating some of these prescriptive rules, senators, what you do is you give the affiliates better bargaining power negotiating at the table. So they can, in their discussion with MVPDs, with big tech, they can say, we want more local control over programming.
Yeah, Mr. Waldman.
Yes, absolutely. Big tech is a big part of the reason for the undermining of the local news business model for TV and local news, and it's about to happen again with AI.
Right. So Mr. Leggett's key point, though, is that and look, I've helped the broadcasters on good faith protections for broadcasters. I've actually sided with the broadcasters, on these issues that now, we're hearing complaints about. But again, in this world where the cord cutting and streaming media is leading to this, I'm not sure that I believe that consolidating people so that you could then own 3 TV stations in one media market and then basically decimate that media market without competition is the way to go. And so I have a concern, Mr. Waldman, that is where, to your question, which is you're asking us a question to consider, but I'm asking it back. Why would I want to support? Now, I'm not saying you have to have 3 TV stations in every media market, but I do want diversity. And why would I allow for more consolidation when our biggest problem has been concentration? Why would I go for that? Why would I go for this merger if, in fact, you're going to basically hand over more concentration, less diversity? And if that means somebody's going to do general programming and give me less, and Mr. Leggett, you made a good point about the number of eyeballs, a power of growing, because like digital did grow even with broadcasters. But that doesn't mean that we had all the local content or the diversity of voices. So isn't this the crux of the issue, that basically you're going to be able to own more media markets and concentrate, own 3 TV stations and then basically decide how to blow them up and give me general programming from New York, which I don't want.
Which we are seeing more of. And, you know, Senator Cruz quoted President Reagan a while ago. I would quote President Reagan on another point, which is trust but verify. Yes, in some cases, mergers might lead to more local news, but the evidence is that in many, many cases, it goes the other way, that it cuts local news. So if you're going to be, if Congress considers loosening these caps at all, it should be contingent on commitments that they maintain or increase the number of local reporters.
Okay, interesting. I mean, this is the crux here. We can't be for a merger just to get bigger to fight big tech on their eating up sports revenue, which they're putting behind a paywall that makes consumers pay more. I can't, you know, I can't be for that. But I do think that we have to also, you know, point out, Mr. Ruddy, that like I really don't want so much concentration of this marketplace by 80% or whatever it is, ownership by these big corporations who then just generalize content out to my news stations. That's not even healthy for any of us in the ecosystem.
The National Hispanic Coalition did a poll in December, Democratic pollster, that found over 70% oppose the Nexstar merger and the consolidation. Only about less than 7% supported it. A recent Republican poll, Public Opinion Strategies, found, again, 75% opposition to consolidation, only 7%. So this is a bipartisan.
Well, I definitely support more diversity in voices. We got to figure out how we're going to get there. So, but anyway, I appreciate, Mr. Chairman, thank you.